internship, as I mentioned earlier. You can also build it or put it on your resume. So the title that you get or you earn as an intern, the roles and responsibilities that you play or you do on your internship, you can put those on your resume. You earn money. Who wants to earn money? Who likes to earn money? Okay, so you get a bi-weekly educational stipend. 85% of our students are employed in or college, enrolled full-time in college upon graduation. And then up to 4 months after graduation, that is 85% of our students are enrolled or employed full-time in college, 4 months after graduation. That's what I was trying to do. The average wage of our graduates are $17 an hour. That's just the average. Sometimes higher, sometimes lower. And then 28% of our students are hired on their internship. So as I mentioned earlier, your internship is a 6-month interview. They want to see the potential that you have. They want to see the work that you can do. And while you're on that internship, they're like, oh my goodness, no, you are just awesome. You did an awesome job while you were here. We are interested in probably bringing you on. Just recently, we had a student who was doing their internship, and they were like, you don't have a degree, but for the position that you're in, we require and hire staff members or employees who have degrees in this. But you come in as a young adult with no experience and no degree, and you're doing this job way better than the person that we would hire to support in this position. So therefore, we would like to offer you a position upon you completing, going back to school, and sometimes that'll be a contingency, that they will offer them tuition reimbursement or something of that nature to go back to school to make sure that you earn that degree while you're working for that company. So that is where that 28% hired interns get after they've completed their internship at the companies. Now, is it a guarantee that you're going to get hired? No. Does Europe do job placement? No. You have to work for it. It's all up to you. We put it in your hands. If you want to be hired on your internship, you got to do the work. If you don't get hired on your internship, you still have to do the work, right? So therefore, we are not going to give you anything. You earn everything that you do here. You earn infractions. You earn a job. You earn your internship. Those are things that you have total control over. Any questions, bud? Yes.
For the internships, what kind of companies or networks do you have the internship with? Like what kind of thing?
What kind of companies?
Yeah, like which companies, for example? Like.
Yeah. Here are some of our companies. You walked in right after I passed this one. But here are some of the companies that we work with. This list is growing. These are not all of the people that we work with, but this is just a few people that are a few companies that we work with. So Fortune 500 companies in the area.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? All right. So getting to know Europe. I'm going to show you a video about not just from one perspective. There are different levels. So for instance, you have an LD student, you have an intern, you have an alum who's gone through the program. So this is an opportunity for you to watch and see how this experience has made an impact on a few of the students that have gone through the program.
True that in certain inner city communities, the unemployment rate was already sky high even before this recession. The ladders available for people to enter into the job market are even worse.
When I was a senior in high school, I actually had no idea whatsoever what I wanted to do.
I was working at the airport, and I was a transfer runner. It hurt my hands, everything. Like, you never know what was going to happen out there, because you can get hurt on the out there on the ramp.
I was just thinking that I'm 23 years old, going on 24 years old. I need to do something. I tried school once, gave it a shot when I was 18 to 19. Just dropped out.
I kind of was embarrassed to go back to school. I was like, I'm not going to start from the bottom again. I'm just, who cares? Like, that's where I was.
I knew that I needed to support my daughter, so I did need money, and that's what I was doing. But I wanted to go back to school and do something with my life. I didn't, the airport job wasn't a career for me. So I kind of, took a step further.
There was a reason why, right before Father's Day, I went to a program here locally in Washington called Europe, which has a proven track record of taking young, mostly minority people, some of whom have graduated from high school, some maybe who've just got their GED, and train them on computers and provide them other technical skills, but also train them on how to carry themselves in an office, how to write an email, some of the social skills that will allow them to be more employable.
Europe, I thought it was just another school that, like a little college or something. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't believe it at first. Paid me to go to school, like, yeah, right, who's going to do that? But when I started, I seen what they offered us, which was IT classes. The instructors there were really nice and helpful. I was like, I guess this is where I needed to be at the time.
I knew that Europe was the right place for me when I realized how much effort the staff and instructors put into your learning and personal development. Like, it's in comparison to a community college, they really try to get to know you, and they make sure that you're on track. They make sure that you're getting the most out of the program. It's a lot more personal and intimate. I feel like we built community by all helping each other. This isn't a place where, in comparison to school, where it's there's somewhat of a competitive aspect. We're all here to help each other learn. We'll help each other with assignments, tasks, growth areas.
We are on our way to internships, and I just can't wait to find out which one I'm going to go to. My name is Brandon Hill, and my Europe internship is at Microsoft. I work with the CRM team, which means Customer Relations Management, which handles all the customer problems, customer issues within the Microsoft database or so. We work with a program software called Microsoft CRM, so it is Microsoft software. Right now, I am working on a CRM certification, studying for that, so then that way I will be able to maybe work in a CRM department or some kind of CRM team.
My name is Jessica Vivas, and I am a customer advocate here at Dreambox Learning.
My name is Omara Reese, and I am a customer advocate intern at Dreambox Learning. Dreambox provides math games online for kids K through 5th grade.
An average day for me, I come in, I sort our cases, answer emails, create licenses for schools, upload students.
We do projects here, we do activation cases. I mean, every day is not the same, it's different.
I love Dreambox. I love the people here. I love the relationship we all have.
I love coming here because my coworkers, they're sweet. I love them, and they're supportive, and we giggle, we laugh, we have fun, but we work hard at the same time.
Gerald Shantavian, Europe's founder, gave us some advice. He said, on your journey to success, there's always going to be someone behind you, so you got to leave the door open, help that person walk through the door as well.
Jessica helped me. She played a big role with me, because she pretty much took me under her wing and trained me and showed me all the ropes here. It's a great program. I love Europe. I love it. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting right here if it wasn't for Europe, so.
This opportunity means a lot to me. I knew I had it in me. I just needed that push, and Europe gave me the push I needed.
So part of what we want to do is to find tools that will give people more opportunity. They've got a terrific placement rate after this one-year program.
So, what kind of student are we looking for? We're looking for a student between the ages of 18 and 24 who have completed a gotten a high school diploma or GED, a legal right to work in the U.S., income low to moderate. Federal government standards is $20,000 per person in the household. That does not mean that if you do have more than $20,000 per person in the household, that we will not accept you. That does not mean that. That just means for our FAFSA, when you're filling out the financial aid application, that is the federal government standards for how much money they will provide to households who have more than that in the house. We're looking for young adults who are motivated, who live in the National Capital Region, interested in technology, the ability to pass a drug test, and background check. We do not, as of right now, take felonies, possession with intention to distribute, violent misdemeanors, theft, DUIs, or probation before judgments. Any questions about any of this information? Right. So, the admissions process. Why you're here? How many of you filled out an interest form? That should be everyone in the room. If you have not gone and filled out an interest form, please do so by going to www.europe.org. You will go and fill out a student interest form. It will look just like this. This is not the application. This is just to say, hey, I'm interested in learning more about Europe. That is how we got your information. As soon as you put it in, it sent us an email or went into our database and said, hey, Nicole Parnham has filled out an interest form, is interested in joining Europe. That's how we invite you to open house. I mean, we received an email. Perfect. So, once you put in your email address, this is what comes back to you in your email. This email actually tells you how to start your actual application process. So the interest form is just the first step to see, just to show interest. If you attend an open house, that's how we get your information. Your application process is very different. Once you get this email, it's up to you to go and fill out the register for Schoology. How many of you register for Schoology? Okay. How many of you don't know what Schoology is? Okay, don't be ashamed, it's fine. Schoology is how you will be uploading documents. If you don't have documents, if you have documents today, we will take them today. But Schoology is an online portal where you will learn about the steps of open house, the steps of the admissions process, what the admissions process looks like. You can communicate with the admissions staff on there. In the event that you cannot get in touch with us via phone, you can either email us or you can go onto Schoology and we'll be happy to respond to your messages on there. You can prepare for your learning assessment group interview on that page or on that portal as well. And you can upload documents. So if you have documents that you need to turn in, but you don't feel like getting in the car and traveling or getting to a metro, traveling down here, you can upload and scan your documents to this online portal and we will download it and put it in your file. So that is what Schoology is. So once you register for Schoology, this link right here is where you click on to complete the application. So the application, again, was not that form you filled out initially, the interest form. That just shows your interest. You're interested, I'm gonna come to an open house, whatever. You come to an open house and you're just not, filling your up, that's no problem. That was just showing your general interest. This is how you apply. You click on this link here. It will take you to the actual application, and you fill out all the information on the application. Any questions about it?
For some reason, I didn't get this email.
Okay, well, we can send it to you.
Can you send it to me? Thank you.
When I got the email, it wouldn't allow me to actually
Click on the link.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have an answer for that too.
Okay.
So, do you have Yahoo?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of the issues. So we've been having issues with anyone who has a Yahoo account. It will not allow them to click on this link. However, we found that if you have a smartphone, it will allow you to pull it up on your smartphone, but not on a computer. Due to the firewalls and things of that nature that Yahoo has, it won't allow you to click on this link. So if you try to do it on your smartphone, if you have one, it will allow you to complete it.
I think I tried that too.
You did? Okay, well then we can resend it to another email if you have another email, and we can get that to you today. Okay. Any other questions about anything on this page? All right, so at the bottom of this page, you'll notice that there's some contact information as well. Not here, but once you look in your email, there's some contact information at the bottom. Me, Deidre, and Candace are representing all three regions in the area. So I represent Maryland residents, so if you have any questions, you'll be calling Sheree, which is me. Candace Winfield, who is not only an alum of the program, but she is our admissions specialist for DC area. And then Deidre Anderson, who is right here, my camera lady, is the representative admissions specialist for the Virginia area. So that in that email is our contact information specific to us. So a lot of people in the past have just been dialing Candace's number. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because when you call the main line, it'll ask you to transfer to the admissions office, and it'll transfer immediately to her. Here are our extensions. Our extensions are also attached to this email. So when you call the number, when you get the main line, you press ## and enter the extensions. And it does not tell you that on the phone. I don't know why. So ## and enter our individual extension, and it will take you directly to us. Okay. So once you enroll into Schoology, this is what it will look like. You'll sign up. When you click on the link to get to Schoology, this is where it will take you. You will go to sign up. You will take the access code that was in your email, copy it, and insert it here, and press continue. It'll ask you for an email address, and it'll also ask you for to create a password. So you will create that password, and then you will be taken to the actual portal, which is the home page. So this is a screenshot over top of the actual main page, but this is the home page, and you will click on courses, and it'll take you to your portal. So depending on what access code you put in, DC, Maryland, Virginia, it'll take you to this right here is the DC portal. Once you click on this link where it says the portal for District of Columbia residents, it will take you to another page that will say, it'll have a link for tests and quizzes, and it'll have another link for welcome to year up, how to click here to begin. And it'll show you, it'll give you a chart of how the admissions process works. It will give you a link for all of the supporting documents that you need, and where you'll be able to upload all of your documents. And then preparing for learning assessment and group interview. So it tells you all the steps on how to do that. We encourage you to read thoroughly through that because it has all the answers in there. Any questions about any of that? Alright, so, as I mentioned, supporting documents that go along with your application. We will need proof of who you are. We need an ID. Driver's license, state ID, or driver's license or state ID and passport or passport. If you are not a resident of the U.S., we will need a permanent or temporary resident card, green card, or certificate of naturalization. As mentioned earlier, we need high school completion, so we would need a copy, either or, not both, a copy of your high school diploma or an official transcript from your high school. And if you do not do either one of those, we will need a copy of your GED. We need 2 professional references. We need a recommendation form in a sealed envelope. These documents can be found on Schoology as well. You can download them. Give it to your recommender, they'll fill it out, they can mail it to us in a sealed envelope, or they can give it back to you and you can give it back to us, but as long as it's in a sealed envelope, we'll take that. The professional references is also a form, it'll be on Schoology, it says additional references, 2 to 3 professional references is what we need. Fill that form out, all that is you putting in the person's name and contact information of your professional references. What is a professional reference?
Former teacher.
Former teacher. An
advisor.
advisor.
Someone you work with.
Someone you co-worker, mentor. Is my best friend my professional reference?
No.
Okay. Is my boyfriend or girlfriend my professional reference?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you. I just want to make sure y'all knew that. So, we need a copy of your social security card. We need a copy of your birth certificate. We need a W-2 for you and a spouse if you are married. If you are under the age of 24, you are considered a dependent. So I would need a copy of that W-2 for you and a parent if you are under the age of 24. If you are under the age of 24 and have a child, you are considered an independent. So I will need a W-2 for yourself along with the tax transcript. Tax transcript could be, you can get a tax transcript from irs.gov, which is probably the easier way to do because you can actually print it out from the website rather than calling them, which can take 2 weeks to get in the mail. So if you are filling it out for yourself, irs.gov, you have your own information. You know where you lived, you know where you worked, you know where you went to school, things of that nature. It'll ask you those types of questions, and it'll show. And once you've answered those questions successfully, your tax transcript will pop up on the screen, and you can